can make motherfucking history jokes, yo.
like the only way to kill Thomas Jefferson was to put a bear trap in a slave's pussy.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all, look who it is.
What?
Lil Bill in the building.
Why are you lying?
I'm not.
Scooby?
Lil Bill in the building. Lil Bill in the building. Honestly brutal. Honestly brutal. Honestly brutal. Honestly. Just women make me sick. Just make me sick. I love you guys though, but y'all make me sick. I'm right here. Did y'all not hear me?
No. Oh, there you go.
I've been talking. That's another thing I gotta edit out, I guess.
No, after I said Han shot first, I couldn't hear you.
Oh, well, I proceeded to laugh, and then what else? Yeah, I was like, I was just like, yeah, women just make me sick. They just make me sick. I love you guys though, but they make me sick.
They're not fun.
It's like Little Caesar pizza. So greasy, it makes me sick, but I still eat it.
But it's
because I like
so
it
good
at the same time. Like Taco Bell, like I love you Taco Bell, but you make me shit my pants.
You give me diarrhea.
And that's how I think of women. Like I love you because you got nice breastises and booty cheeks. But at the same time, like if you could never talk, I think I'd be cool with that.
They're just they're just bad. They're boring.
And then women are just unintentionally funny. Like whenever they try to make a joke and they think it's funny, I think that shit is hilarious.
Women are strictly women funny.
Like when women think that they say like a good joke, and I'm just like, what? That's so fucking stupid. But like you give them a genuine laugh because you're laughing at them. But like they think it's like a laugh at the joke, but really you just laughing at them.
It's really a laugh at them.
Now I think that there are some like women comics that are funny. But it's not because of their jokes. It's just because of, like, I don't know. Like, I think Kristen Wiig is funny, but mainly just because she's so stupid. It's just...
Yeah.
And I also think women that are around guy comics a lot kind of pick up their kind of fucking cues. And then I'm like, okay, you know, I think they're kind of funny. But, like, I don't dig Amy Schumer.
I was just about to say that.
Now there are some things I appreciate about her. Like I appreciate that she's a little bit more rough around the edges in some female comics.
Yeah,
like she'll she does the roasting stuff.
Yeah,
but then on the other hand, like there's stuff that she won't talk about, or she'll like apologize afterwards. I'm like, don't fucking apologize.
Why?
Oh, but that does make me think of. I do like some of those roasted the girl comics that do the roast. Like they're funny. Those are funny. What's her name? It's a really guy form of comedy, you know, because that's how guys, you know, just like us three, we would sit around, bust each other's balls, like that's guys' comedy. Yeah, that's what guys do. And so like, so they're kind of like she has to come up with like that. They're biting our kind of style with it. Which I mean, if they can do it, that's women cool. Stink. But most women just can't.
They can't. They'll hate each other forever.
Oh yeah! Can you imagine if it was? I'd like to see that an all-girl roasting another girl. Like it'll last like 2 minutes, and then they'll get like so mad after the first person roasts them all. They'll be like, "Fuck you," and then they'll start getting personal. Like a real one, not like a... Like, oh Jessica, I fucked your brother. I'm not kidding. It fucking happened.
What?
But like guys, like
oh my god,
like guys, I think it takes a lot more for a guy to overstep the boundary.
It really does.
And once it happens,
really does.
like we'll just say like, "Yo, chill out," or like, "Okay, you know, a little too far," and then we, you know, and then we're like, "Okay," and then we just kind of avoid that specific thing. But like women, like if you overstep a boundary, they won't tell you right away, and they'll just proceed to be mad for like ever, and then you never know.
Like I feel like like the word inappropriate is the way we use it now. It's such a womanly way. Mm-hmm. It's such a woman thing to say. Like, oh, that was like, okay, you go to the gym with a tuxedo. You're like, oh, that's that. Those clothes are very inappropriate. That's like you say that, but they go like, I didn't like how he said that it was very inappropriate for him to say that. I'm like, what? Okay, maybe he shouldn't have said it, or maybe like hurt some people. I'm like, inappropriate. That's
or like you can't tell a woman what to wear.
Womanly
you
thing.
Can't tell us what to do.
He made some inappropriate gestures. Like this is a womanly thing to say.
And
like,
man, they get mad like if they catch us looking at them. Like, what are we supposed to do?
As if they're not like
looking at
us.
They
get mad at us for being men.
Exactly.
For being men.
And they act like they don't look at us and shit.
They're just not as obvious with it. Which,
I don't know, man. I think sometimes girls are more obvious. They just don't think they are.
Because they have like this little entitlement / I can get away with this.
Oh yeah.
Attitude towards it. Like that's why they come out of pocket with men all the time.
Because like I'll catch some girls look at me. Like there's always like the one girl in class that will just kind of like look at you, and then like you just happen to look over towards her, and like you notice she's looking at you, and then she quickly looks away, and you're just like, what the hell is that all about? And like once is no big deal, but I mean if it happens a couple times, you're like, okay, she's fucking, what's she looking at? But I would never say something like, excuse me, you know, because I don't give a shit. Now, granted, my first reaction is like, oh shit, do I got something on my face or something on my shirt or something?
Yeah.
But like, if she was genuinely looking at me because she liked what she saw, I'm not gonna be mad. Like, I'm gonna be like, okay.
Oh, good. Thank you.
And I'm gonna be honest. Like, this is just my opinion, or not my opinion, just how I feel. I don't get mad. Like if a gay guy would say, oh, you know, compliment me on the way I look. I'm like, okay.
I don't get mad, but I would be very uncomfortable.
I wouldn't be uncomfortable. I would only be uncomfortable if he proceeded to try to hit on me. But like, you know, if it's just like a paid compliment, I'd be like, all right. And that's something I don't think girls understand either. Is just because we give you a compliment don't mean we hitting on you.
Doesn't mean I might legitly like your shoes.
Like sometimes, like if I wear certain clothes, I'll get compliments from girls, right? Like I got, you know, certain shirts I'd wear, or like, you know, stuff I'd wear. You know, they say, oh, you know, that looks really nice on you. You know, I'm not thinking like, oh dang, she's trying to hit on me. She wants to do this. I just think, all right, she's giving me a compliment, and I say, oh, thank you. But like, girl, like if you give them a compliment, they probably 99% of the time they think you're hitting on them. I'm like, what? I just said like you look nice.
No, I don't automatically blame that. Blame them for that.
No, yeah, I mean I don't blame them for it.
Let's be honest. A lot of it is inspired by.
Well, that's what.
Rarely does it happen that we compliment purely based on the fact that I do like specifically that, but it does happen. And the other thing is though, I think it's better to do that, to get that out your mind of I'm going to compliment her so that way it's my move in. If you legitly like, oh, I like that shirt. Right. Like if you like, because they can tell the energy you have behind it. Women, that's what women can do. Women can tell the energy you have behind what you say.
But if you're just like nonchalantly like, oh, you look nice, or like, you know, that looks nice.
Yeah,
it's all
yeah.
The
So
tone
and they can
of voice like, oh, you looking good.
like one of the things I do is before I talk to a girl that I want to talk to like that, I imagine myself having sex with her. Right. So that and this happens regardless anyway, whether or not I talk to her or not.
And I'm not. Okay, yeah. I'll follow up after you're done.
But what I do that for this is so when I go talk to her, I have that energy behind my voice and behind the things I say.
Because you have an image of what you want to portray.
And then now when I'm doing that, I go, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" And that energy's there,
and you kind of give them the look in the eye, and then just the.
She can feel that energy, and here's the thing: if you're nervous, even if the words coming out your mouth are smooth, if you're nervous, they can sense it.
Oh, women can sense that shit.
But man,
like you can, like based on the same thing, like you can tell women can tell if you're flirting based like kind of like on your tone of voice. You can also tell when a woman is just giving you a straight compliment if she's like overemphasizing. Like if she's just like, "Oh, you're looking good today." Like even though she wants to make she makes it sound like kind of like she wants to make it sound like a little flirty, but just because it's so over the top, you just automatically know it's just like a regular.
This is not
compliment.
real.
Yeah, because like, oh, somebody's looking nice today. Like, is this your way of flirting?
I do that to mask my my feel like.
Because if you kind of make it a little bit comedic, like then and then it's kind of masking any other intentions.
In middle school, it happened all the time. Like I like a girl, and then like I never make a move, but then later on, come to find out, like she's dating a guy asked her out, and then so then I'll go like, oh, who was that in the hallway?
Yeah, I've done that.
When really on the inside, I'm like, who was that in the hallway?
I feel like my sarcasm has been a problem for me with ladies. I'm not gonna lie.
That is, I can't control it. It's
part of my being.
Cause I've been so like one way for so long. I'm newly into this like game.
Right.
I've been so like that typical boobly schmoobly / like punk for so long. It's hard to step out.
Yeah.
Into this new thing because it's
just
18 years of
being goofy,
being a punk,
and it's kind of hard too because
being a goofy punk.
Both of us, I would say, have a certain type of humor, and like and sometimes whenever we're joking around with other people outside of our little group, our jokes might get a little misconstrued with people. I think. It's like. We have like a serious kind of like tone, like a punch,
Yeah.
I see that, Gus.
Yeah.
But like, I have a very serious delivery with my stuff. Like I don't.
Yeah, my mom.
I don't make like
says
a
that about me all the
punchline.
time.
Like I don't try and because like some people try and make a point to have a punchline, or like or they'll make you know that they're joking just by the way that they're saying something. I'm like, I'm very serious. Like I remember, like I would hang out with some friends. Like we went to Dallas one time on like a field trip, or not. It wasn't a field trip because I was in college, but it was like a, like you pay for like this ticket and you take a bus. You take a bus from the college, with a bunch of students and everything.
Yeah.
So I was talking to people, and some of them were like people I never met. They hung out with us. And they're like, oh, this dude was like, oh, he's like, you're so funny. He's like, but you got such a weird type of humor. He's like, I can never tell if you're joking because you just say stuff that's obviously a joke. He's like, you say stuff that's obviously a joke, but you say it in such a serious manner. I'm like, yeah. He's like, and you don't laugh at your own jokes, really. I'm like, and I was like, yeah. I was like, because I'd look like a fucking idiot if I laughed at my own jokes all the time.
I used to have that problem. Like I used to laugh at my jokes all the time, cause like, but it wasn't like I didn't think they were funny. It's because I thought they were so funny.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I laugh at stuff that if I do something that is like goofy, But like if I'm like telling a joke that I want, like a serious joke, like I'm not going to laugh at it. I'm just going to let people have their own reaction to it. But like if I'm doing something stupid, like I'll laugh at myself. Like if I start doing some dancing or some shit, I start laughing. It's funny.
Like my mom tells me that all the time because she thinks the way I joke is the way I am. Like she thinks that's how I think, and I'm like, oh no, it was just a joke because the way I say it, she's like she feels like I actually think that way. I can't even think of an example right now, but I'll say, well, I'll be like, I make a joke about someone like in a serious situation. I can't stop that. I maybe need to change that because sometimes like in bad situations,
and like I'll laugh at stuff that's kind of serious.
Yeah, like I don't like I'll joke, but I don't think it's like the situation's funny. I just think like if someone died and like the way they died was funny, like I'll laugh at it, but like it's a serious situation.
That's like the,
it's like what was I watching? I was watching like the Back to the Future thing, and like they were talking about what didn't come true, and like they're like, oh, obviously one of the things that didn't come true was they predicted Queen Diana, and I kind of just laughed. I was like, well, that didn't happen. Like, even though like it's a serious thing because she died, but it's just like I laughed because it's just like I was like, well, that didn't happen. It's just, and then like it's so funny.
Perfect example of the day. You heard about Rick Pitino and
about
the whole Sugar Party thing?
Yeah.
I got out the shower and my mom was like, and I saw it on CNN. And my mom was like, and I was like, duh. I was like, I wouldn't sign at a party at a school either if they didn't offer me strippers. And my mom just took it. She looked at it. She was like, get out of my face. I was kidding. Like I wasn't kidding, but I was kidding.
That's like in my government class. Like we start off every class by talking about current events. And, like, I'll just laugh at, like, Donald Trump. Like, every time we talk about Donald Trump, I laugh. And people... And that's the thing. I always laugh at Donald Trump, but people take him so seriously. I'm like, dude, you gotta just know that this shit is hilarious. And, like, we were talking about, like, the Planned Parenthood, and she started talking about them selling, like, baby placentas. And, like, I just started laughing. And then what's funny, because she actually kind of called me out on it, like, the teacher. She's like, I see you laughing. She's like, do you think this is funny? And she's like, why are you laughing about this? And then I was still laughing. I was like, because, and I gave her the most honest response. I was like, because it's so fucking crazy. Like, I feel like we're in a Twilight Zone thing. I was like, never would I have thought that people selling baby placentas was a fucking thing.
Like, I don't know why that's funny, but it just is. Like,
and just the fact that it's such a huge deal. I'm like, really? I mean, we already killed the babies. Like, do they even need the placenta anymore?
I'm laughing so. Like, I always look at the things on Facebook, and they're going, "Oh, Donald Trump this. I'm a real Mexican. See, look at me." And I hear the statements where he's like, "We need to build the wall."
Yeah,
and I'm just laughing.
And then, I always laugh at him because he's always like, "I went to the best school," and he's just like, "I'm great. Everything's great. I'm super great." And he's like, I'm the best. And then, like, he's all like, China loves me, China. And then, like, that one where he's all
everybody
like, bing, bong, bing, bing. I was like, come on, people. Like, people are, people are like, oh, this is a presidential election. This is serious. I'm like, it is, but it's also hilarious.
Like, it is, but I would march up to Iran and say, no, you shouldn't do that. And they'll love me because everybody loves me.
Exactly. Me and my dad, which, I'm grateful I get my sense of humor from my dad. Like, me and my dad just start laughing about that shit. Like, me and him have been laughing for days about Louisville. Like, there's this video, like those online chat commercials that air at night? It's like, call so-and-so, for a hot time.
Oh, yeah.
They made a Louisville one, and it's all like, call 1-800-Louisville. And it was like, and the girl was just saying a bunch of stuff, like basketball-related terms, but in terms of, like, strippers. And she's like, we love your size and your upside. and then, like, I was, like, laughing my ass off, because it's just a term people always use, like, oh, he's got tremendous size, and he's got great upside to his game. It was like, she's like, we love your size and your upside.
I just don't like people who could look at that and they may not find it funny, but they look at that and be like, "That's you shouldn't joke about that."
People would argue that we're quote unquote bad people, but I'll argue the different. I'll argue the different and say that we're actually good people because we find comedic stuff and stuff that's serious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and I think that and it takes a special. Honestly, you're probably my only friend and one of the only people I've met that would actually find stuff funny and stuff that is serious, man. But like, and then people try to say like it's a coping mechanism. Like,
it's so not. It's so.
I'm like, no. I'm not trying to cope with anything. I think this shit is hilarious.
It's just like sometimes I laugh at the ISIS stories. Like,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Like when they go, they just like they're going they're throwing Christians off the roofs. I'm just imagining like being on the streets and they're looking up at the.
Well, I mean, just like earlier, we were laughing about the Palestinians that were running around with fucking knives in Israel. Like, what? Like, can you imagine seeing some dude run up with you like a knife? I was like, what?
Wait. Like, you just see a guy, you're walking on the street in Iraq, and all of a sudden you just see a guy fall off a roof.
He just, like, hits the fucking car. Just the scream, Oh, and then like we were laughing about the lady that was like pregnant and have her baby in the toilet because she didn't know she was pregnant. She was trying to take a shit.
I remember that. Oh. I remember that. That was a time I made Alex throw up.
But I feel I'd be annoying people like my family. Like we'd be watching the news and some serious shit would be happening. Because I'm one of those people that I laugh more at people's natural reactions or like their natural, just their, what's the right word? Mannerisms. Like I laugh at the way people would say something or the way people speak.
Yeah.
And like I laugh at that more so than jokes. And so like if somebody says something that's funny to me during the news, like I'll just start laughing. And then like my parents will like they get annoyed sometimes. They'll be like, "Shh." I'm like, this shit was hilarious.
I don't know. It's a weird sense of humor, but I'm glad I have it because it just expands what you find funny. Like
it is because I feel like I got a broad sense of humor. I got a broad ass sense of humor.
You have an easier time being like happy and laughing because you find a lot of things funny, and especially a lot of things that shouldn't be funny, but it's just funny. Like,
oh man, like I find commercials funny. A lot of people don't find commercials funny, but I do because it's just because of things I find funny. I'm like I find humor and stuff, whether it be the joke or how the person delivered it or just their mannerisms. It's just hilarious. And
I'm just still imagining.
We're blessed. It's a blessing.
Yeah, I think it is a blessing.
I feel like I could make a comedy movie, and I think nobody would like it because it would just be so.
Eight people would like it.
And it's because like I like the stuff in comedy movies that most people don't laugh at, but I laugh at it because it's just something that it's like I like Monty Python, just the stupid shit, and it's always the stuff that you have to watch it a couple times and like you see random shit that happens, and I'm like that shit is hilarious.
Yeah. like your favorite movie, your favorite scene from Monsters University.
Oh yeah, he's like come join the improv club where that should have like I was watching Dinner for Schmucks or something, and like he was like showing stuff from history through like like museum pieces that he makes or something. And so he's like talking about Van Gogh, and he's like, everyone told Van Gogh that he's like, you only have one ear, you can't be an artist. And he's like, and do you know what he said? I can't hear you. And I started like laughing my ass off. And then he's all like, and then you had the Earl of Sandwich, and he's like, and Sir Bacon. He's like, and without them, the BLT would only be lettuce and tomato. And I just started laughing my ass off, and everybody else in the room was just like, "What?"
Oh my god, that's too.
He's
funny.
like, "I can't hear you." It's like on Kimmy Schmidt. Like, I'm sure we're the only people that laughed our ass off. Goddamn, Kimmy Schmidt!
I still gotta watch the rest of the season. I'm gonna rape you. I still gotta watch the rest of that, man.
That shit is so funny. And just like Paper, man. Like, Paper not joke funny, but he's just funny.
What?
Paper is unintentionally funny.
And I think you make it even more funny for me because you remind me of my brother. Because y'all both just do some stupid shit. It's hilarious.
Oh my god. 296-711.
Like, I feel like to the normal person, like, you wouldn't be funny, but well, I don't know. Maybe we just don't know what normal people think are funny anymore.
I may have just lost everything.
I always laugh at what people think of, like, whenever me and you would like leave our class last semester and we just be talking about random shit in like the hallway. And, like, other people can hear us. I always get a kick out, like, well, I wonder what they're thinking about what we're talking about right now, because they can hear. They probably think we're stupid as shit.
I swear to God, I think people think I'm retarded.
Yeah, I think people look at me and they think I'm normal, and then like they hear like me with like random conversations like out of context and just think I'm being serious.
That's the curse part about it. I think it's a blessing, but it's a small curse, but it's a curse that you can get over really easily.
And it can also be funny just thinking about what other people's reactions to you are.
Yeah,
because like sometimes I'd be dancing in the car and then I just start laughing. Like, I bet somebody saw me and thought that shit was hilarious.
Like the thing I had, the worst part I have about it is like when you try to talk to people, it's very they have to be accepting of it, because it's very hard to talk to serious type of people, or not necessarily like they're just like clean cut, like, oh, whatever, you shouldn't do that. I'm just saying, like, people don't find they're not as humorous as other people. It's hard to talk to those kind of people because, like, a lot of things you do is humor based, so all they're gonna think of you is just a goofy person. Like, I have a problem with that with girls sometimes.
You don't ever take anything serious. Stop them. I'm like, I take everything serious because taking my humor is very serious to me.
Yeah, like, it's hard to get them to look at you as more than just this goofy guy.
That's the thing I hate, man, about being an adult, quote unquote adult, is they want you to be serious about every fucking thing. I'm not. That's what I thought. I was like, I don't see any change between me when I was like, oh no,
13.
I don't think I ever changed, honestly.
Other than I'm like I
may have gotten worse, like
smarter and wiser. Like obviously I'm wiser, but I think I did get worse. Like, because I know more now and I can joke about more things.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, and that's what I'm thankful for. Education. I got a broader sense of humor. I can make motherfucking history jokes, yo. like the only way to kill Thomas Jefferson was to put a bear trap in a slave's pussy. like how the fucking Chinese spent hundreds of years building a giant ass wall, the Huns just walked around that shit. Like, the Chinese, they're like, we're gonna build this big ass wall, and the Huns are like, alright, we're just gonna walk right around it and take you over for like 500 years. Like that. Like, what?
Oh my god.
Like, that wall was pointless, man.
Oh, this is funny. That's funny.
Yeah, man. I think it is blessing and curse, because everyone's like, oh, you need to be serious, or this is very important. You need to take this serious. I'm like,
I'm not like that.
I was like, I take it seriously. We just got different ways of taking shit seriously.
Yeah, it's just it's hard to because you don't want people to think that you're just like that goofy dude, but it's just hard to convince people that you're more than that. But other than that,
that's why I kind of stopped.
It's pretty darn simple. Yeah. I really have stopped trying to. I think a lot of times if you just do you, like things work out.
Mm.
Like if you can, because people can sense like when you're trying to be something else that you're not. If you just do you and you have like no regrets about it, and you because like you can tell the difference between someone who's like saying something controversial just to say it, and someone who actually saying controversial because like that's the like someone who doesn't like give any like qualms about it. They just those type of people that just go like, I'm just gonna say this, whatever.
Yeah,
you can tell the difference between those people and the people who are going like women stink.
Yeah. like
it's
in my government class we had to do group presentations, right? And like this one group, they're talking about immigration, and they got this girl in their group that is like, she's like hella Republican. I think she's like super racist, right? So I started laughing my ass off because like during the presentation, like the rest of her group were like putting up facts, about immigration. And like they're like, oh, it's a common myth that they're stealing all our jobs, but really they only make up like a small percentage of our workforce. And like all these like statistics that disprove a lot of myths that people have about immigrants.
Yeah.
And so like at the end, like the last slide was because you had to do like a opposing view or something like that. And so she put her own view on immigration, right? Her own personal view, and she's like, I think immigration's bad because they're stealing all our jobs. And, like, she's saying all this shit. And I'm like, yo, did you just not hear your partner, like, a slide before you say that shit wasn't even real? And so, like, I'm sitting there, like, started laughing. And she's like, they're stealing our jobs. And they're coming over here. And she's like, and they're criminals. And then I was like, this can't be real. And so, like, stuff like that, like, I'll laugh. But everybody else is getting all, like, serious about it. Like, whoa, what the fuck did she just say? And then I'm just, like, laughing. I'm like, yo, you're taking it too serious, man. Like riff raff. I think that shit is hilarious. If he's joking, this is the greatest joke of ever. But even if he's not, I still laugh at that shit. Like, it's just so fucking funny.
I laugh at riff raff because obviously the things he does, and just him in general.
I honestly want to believe it's all an elaborate hoax, man.
I agree, because they say he's like the definition of cultural appropriation. Yeah. I agree with those people.
Yep.
But at the same time, I don't take it as seriously as they do. I just find it funny that he's doing that.
Cultural appropriation is also one of those things I laugh at too. It's like, and people are like, it's fucking serious. I'm like, yeah. So I'd be like, don't nobody walk around in overalls on Halloween. It's cultural appropriation of my people, man. Because that's something like Halloween. They're like, don't dress up as pirates. I'm like, oh, fuck me, right? Like,
yeah.
I'm like, what? Like, the only pirates that even exist anymore are fucking Somalians. They don't wear no damn clothes. Like, who's this? Why can't my kid wear
it's
fucking...
real.
Yeah. I'm like, it's a real ass
I get it because it's real. I get it because it's real. Like, it's because a lot of things that I'm starting to like. Sometimes you gotta give people analogies to help people understand things. Because I understand. I used to be totally against the whole women movement, but I understand because a lot of the points they make is the same points that black people make.
Right.
Because if you really think about it, it really is almost out of the same root. It's just that, and then it's the same thing.
It's the same righteous. People fighting for it.
Yeah, and the same people fighting for the same things. It started righteous. Right. We got a piece of we got what we wanted. We got what we needed, right? But we didn't get what we want. So we're gonna fight, and there is things that white people are doing to black people. Like the whole system, that is true.
And that's shit that is gonna.
Not everything we say.
Fall out with age. I think it's gonna fall out with age.
Yeah, not everything we say about it, but a lot of it is true, and a lot of things that men do to women is true, like how we treat them. Stuff we think that. But I go. Sometimes we take it too far. Like when black people don't let white people say anything, any black joke, or we go like, what do you mean, you people, like those type of things.
Yeah.
And then when girls do what they're doing now, like you can't say that about a woman.
I don't like that shit, man.
All that stuff. It takes it too far. So then it's like crying wolf. So whenever I say the same thing, I say to women, I say women all the time. It's gonna be the same thing with black people. After a while, and it's starting to happen now. White people are getting tired of black people's stuff, to where the point where when a black person says something, they're gonna be like, whatever. I'm just gonna be racist. I don't even care.
Yeah. Well,
so when something really does happen, they're not even gonna pay attention to it because the whole riots right now, like we go, okay, the police officer could have done an injustice, but we gonna riot and kill and burn CVS's down to the ground.
Kind of makes shit worse.
White people look at that and they go,
see, this is what y'all be doing.
So this is what but like, and that makes people overlook the real issue, and that's the same thing. And then after a while, white people are gonna be like, I'm just tired of it. I don't care anymore.
But it's like
that's the same thing that's gonna happen to women.
Here's what. Okay, so I don't like the whole cultural appropriation, like costume type shit that people would be complaining about. But people would say I'm a hypocrite. But I'm gonna explain myself. I don't think that you should be able to do blackface or say the N-word, right? And now people be like, oh, that's hypocrite because, you said cultural appropriation. I'm like, but here's the difference. Blackface came about as a hurtful thing. It's a hurtful thing. It was a hurtful idea. That's how it got rooted, It's not like it's something that was always done and then, all of a sudden you can't do it. It's like it started off as a hateful thing, so we shouldn't do blackface because it's bad. Can you walk around with cornrows and stuff? Fucking, I don't care. Like, nobody wore cornrows as a way to bring down a whole group of people, And the same with the N-word. If that word was something that people used to bring people down, like, it's those two things. So people are like, oh, you're being a hypocrite because you say that. Because I'm one of those people that say jokes, you should be able to joke about everything, right? And I do, I do make black jokes. I do make racist jokes, but I won't use something that's like, say the N-word or something, because I'm not gonna lie, I have, obviously. I mean, you've heard me say it.
I don't care.
And even though you don't care, that's just something that, as I grew up,
as common sense will tell you, everyone's not me.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, as I grew up, I realized, kind of look back at more stuff like, oh, you know what, I shouldn't say that because it is a word that's rooted in hate. And same with like blackface. They're like, oh, you can dress with cornrows, but you can't paint your face. It's a costume, bro. I'm like, yeah, but blackface itself was something rooted with hate. Like, don't do it.
Here's the thing:
you can wear cornrows and people will know who you're dressing as. Like, if you want to wear a 76ers jersey, put on cornrows, people are going to know you're. But here's the thing. Here's the thing that I think you got. I think you get confused. That a lot of white people get confused, but it's not your fault because it's the way we attack, which is the way we go about it. It's not the fact that you wear braids, because like you say the blackface, and saying nigga. Like, and it's rooted in hate. Like, so if you say we have a problem with that, as we should. Yeah.
And it's not that we don't like you wearing like braids or whatever. Because if you like if you like straight hair, black people don't have straight hair naturally. We do that, and then if there's nothing wrong with you, a white woman going, oh, I like those braids. I like how black women have braids. I want to try that. It's not that. It's the thing that we have a problem with. If you take a look at the Rachel Dolezal, it wasn't the fact that she wanted to be black. It was her mindset of, I'm gonna be black because I feel like I want to be black. It's as if it's like you're playing around with our culture, like you're playing with us. So like if you go like, oh, I like
because there's way to respect.
There's nothing wrong with that.
A culture by doing, because here's the thing, Rachel Dolezal, all she had to do was just just respect the culture, man. She could walk around with her curled up hair like she did, But once she started identifying as she was black, like that's whenever you kind of cross that line.
it's as if she the feeling black people got was that she was diminishing it and diminishing what it meant to be black.
Right,
you can just be black willy nilly.
Yeah, she thought all she had to do to be black was change her skin color and then identify as black. But she didn't have the experiences of actually being black, and she doesn't realize that being Black American is based off of experiences that she frankly doesn't have.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, and that's why I got so like misconstrued in the way because white people are going like, oh, what are you talking about? She's fine. Shouldn't you be happy? It's like if she said I like black people, I like hanging around black people. All I want to do is hang around black people.
Right.
That whatever. And if she wanted to wear what she wanted to wear and look away, I mean, have her hair or whatever she wanted to look, we're cool with that. Like you have that all the time. Like in neighborhoods, you have white people hanging out with all black people.
Oh yeah.
And like they're one of them.
And it's always funny because in that neighborhood, they're like respected, you know, and then like, you know, people in that neighborhood like the person, but once that person goes outside that neighborhood, you know. Yeah. People look at him differently. You know, you got white people looking at him like, "Oh, you fucking trash," and then like you got black people who are like, "Oh, what the fuck you doing?" Like, it's like
we don't have a beef because those people, the black people outside the neighborhood, don't know
that person, man,
that person's mindset. So what we see is someone trying to play around, and that's the part we don't like. It's not that we don't like you having a do rag and doing like that. It's that you're playing around with it. We don't like that. Like when you see those like little white, white girls from like private school, and they're like, oh, we're just gonna wear braids and we're gonna we like rap and girlfriend like that, like, and they play around with it, and that's
the thing is like if you legit grew up around that type of stuff, or like even if that was just the stuff that you always gravitated towards, like, all right, you know, do you. But if you just like wake up one day and like, oh, I'm just gonna get braids, you know, fucking why?
And they play around and they make fun of, and they don't. That's the part we have a problem with, and that's the thing that gets people confused because they go like, what? She wanted to be black. Wouldn't you be happy that she? It's not that. We're mad at her because she did it. Like willy-nilly, she played around with it.
And you know, of course, there's a lot of black people that just don't give a shit about it. And then there's
me, I was like, welcome to the squad, but
but you know, like you said, like you can see why everybody else was mad about it.
Yeah, I understood why people got mad, and
like white people are just like, why would you want to do that? And it's just like, I don't know. I think everybody just kind of was just like, this is a big slap in the face to everybody, you know. To white people, it's like, oh, you just gonna fucking leave us? And then to black people, it's just like, no, you can't. It's like, you crossed the line that you shouldn't cross. And so it's just a big-ass slap to everybody. It's like, fuck you, Rachel Dolezal.
Huh? Yeah, I know. My bad. Yeah. I know. I was saying, it wasn't the fact that we were celebrating that he got off with murder. It was the fact that a black man beat the system, and we were so happy about that. That's what it was. Yeah. Oh, did I not? Did my mic go out when I said OJ?
Yeah.
Another thing to edit. But yeah, it wasn't the fact that we were like, oh yeah, he killed that white girl. Yeah. It was like, oh,
I feel like it would have been more appropriate if it was a different type of circumstance. Like if he was selling drugs or some shit and he beat the system, I feel like that would have been something to celebrate.
We didn't care. Black people don't care.
But I mean, the dude did the worst, the thing that you could do of any race. You know, he could have been white. If you kill a white girl,
you're done.
White,
you're done.
If you're a white dude, Mexican dude, black dude, Asian dude, you're done.
That's why Kanye is so vilified.
Because you had that one
because
dude. What the fuck was his name? That dude that went to like other countries and was killing chicks. You know, he was killing like Latinas and all these other chicks, but it was like a Swedish girl that he got.
He wouldn't kill a white girl.
But I think he did get arrested in like Peru or some shit.
Vandersloot?
Yeah.
That's what I was just about to say. That I was like,
he
Nally
messed
Holloway.
up. He could have kept killing
Nally
Mexicans.
Holloway.
He would have been good.
You kill. He killed. What was like they love white America loves white girls. Like, that's the most innocent thing you can do. What's Casey?
Casey Anthony.
Casey Anthony. But what's that little black girl that died the other day?
Wow, fuck, man. I don't
Exactly. Know. Nobody knows because she's black. Exactly.
I don't even know, man.
That's why I said Kanye. Kanye, that's why he got so. That's why he's so vilified to this point, is because he attacked the essence of what a white girl is. She was the most purest little white thing ever at that point, and he attacked.
And she was a kid, man. Like it wasn't like she was like a 30-year-old grown ass woman. But let's be real. The only murders that you see on TV nowadays, anyway, little white girls, they get killed, and then as of late, black dudes. Because it's like once that happens, it's like first thing on the news now. Because it's like, are we going to see some crazy shit happen?
You know what?
And then
I feel like there's just a black man epidemic going on.
And then
now.
Everything else, like the only black chick was that one that died in the prison, and that was because that shit was just so strange.
Yeah.
And then everything else is it's some little white girl that gets killed, or some black dude, and then the only white dudes that you see really are if they were quarterback type dudes. You don't see Billy the band geek. His face ain't getting posted on the news. It's they want to talk about AJ the quarterback.
He's usually the killer.
Yeah, they want to talk about AJ the quarterback. He was a star quarterback. He had a full ride to Vanderhosen University.
He was just he had so much in front of him. I don't know why why the officer shot him. Why that little white boy shot him. Yeah, I like it now. I like how maybe people will start vilifying white people the way they should be vilified. Because every time you hear a story where a lot of people die, a white person had to do something with it.
No.
It was yes.
I don't know. I think what was that one in Oregon? I don't know what the fuck that dude was mixed. Black.
We have isolated incidents. Yeah, we have isolated incidents, but for the most part, white people. And I don't like how white people. Yeah,
but I don't like the trend as of late. The trend as of late has been all about religious shit. I don't like that shit. Like that either. You got either some Middle Eastern dude that's in the States that do or somebody that converted to Islam doing some shit, or you got some Christian that's there's a fucking war on Christianity, kill everybody. I'm like, what?
Kill everybody.
I'm like, no, man.
I don't think Jesus would have condoned that.
No, man. It's just come on. And it's but also the thing is you got a lot of people Muslim Americans right now oh, not all Muslims are bad. I'm like, no, but you gotta admit your religion is a little bit more hardcore than everybody else's. You gotta be real. The Muslim religion is a lot more hardcore than pretty much every other religion.
That's true.
They got way stricter rules when it comes to women. They got way crazy rules just about. If any religion says that if you off yourself and you get virgins and shit,
that's not a religion I want to be part of.
No, I'm cool with the virgins, but do I gotta blow myself up really?
Nah, man. That's my thing. My opinion on Muslims is this. I know that not every Muslim is like that.
No,
obviously. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie.
But the root of the religion is hardcore, man. It's just
the media is so good at it, and people are so good at it that I even get uneasy sometimes when there's Muslims around. I'm just
yeah. Oh yeah, you're not alone, man. There's a lot of black people that are like that,
and I know they're not all of them. But here's my thing on this. Muslims, if you're listening right now, I have to say this. It's your time. It's your time to. This is what America does to people who aren't white. This is your time. This is your time.
Yeah, but see, they got one major problem ahead of them. The fact that their religion is based on some strict ass shit, man. It's not like they're just a random ass culture. It's just
the way they're treated right now is what I'm saying. Is everybody had to go through it. The Indians did their thing. black people, we did our stint.
Well,
we're still kind of going through it a little bit.
Indians didn't really do shit, man. They took it up.
No,
the
I'm
ass.
saying the Indians went through it. They went through it and over it and under it, and
they're still waiting on their justice.
We went through it. Asians went through it. It's your turn. It's your turn. This is what.
But
this is
I'm not gonna lie, man. All right, so obviously the civil rights movement with the black, it lasted a long ass time, right?
Yeah.
But this might be controversial. But as of right now, I really think Muslims have a bigger uphill battle to get equal rights than anybody else did ever in America. Just because of
socially.
past. Well, because here's the thing: we never went on a war with black people.
You didn't have to. You had them on.
We went
on your porch.
But there was never a war. Because let's be real. Every time something happened in America, black people they put up arms with white people. Man, we defended this country.
We really did.
And that's why, man, I'm telling you, deep down, we just gotta realize we all the same. Cause here's what I think, man. This black and white, we're opposites in color, right? White and black. But every time some shit goes down, we get together.
We do stand together,
and that's what makes my heart happy, man. It's like World War I happened. You know what? Let's get together and do some shit. The Civil War happened. Black people let's go to the North. We gonna beat these Confederate ass. White black people together, we won. Fucking World War I, we won again. World War II, fucking y'all had your own Air Force. That shit was dope.
Okay.
Go.
But the thing behind it is though, there was just so much disrespect going on in the background. We have the Tuskegee Airmen, but what else did we have? And here's the other thing. I don't know if you heard about the Tuskegee.
That was unrelated to the Tuskegee Airmen, though.
I know, but it happened. It happened, but it's we go, oh, good job protecting our fighter pilots. So in return, we're gonna inject you with AIDS and all these different diseases.
Yeah, but man,
there's just so much disrespect behind it.
I'm telling you though, we band together. Even Vietnam, man. I
think Muslims are gonna have. They already have
because they're getting hate from everybody.
They have what we fought for. We fought for that. That social, not the social, the civil justice, so we can have equal representation in court and everything. We fought for all that. They have that. What they're fighting for is the social part of it, being socially accepted. Which I'm
saying though, man, they got a big uphill battle because Mexicans or Hispanics don't like them. White people don't like them. Asians don't like them.
White people don't like them.
Asians been getting a lot of slack because Asians are closet hella racist.
Asians are I don't even count Asians as another race when it comes to racial issues. I just count them as white because they have the same thing as white people. They hate everybody else except their own and white people.
Yeah, but here's the difference, man. White countries are becoming more integrated, right? Except for them hardcore Norwegian, Ireland and Scotland, stuff like that, because black people don't want to be that cold. So, for real though, man, that shit stays
That's
white
true,
because white people are the only people that like the cold. But America, true, man, is fucking melting pot. But you look at Asian countries, that shit is Asian. Because you look at Middle Eastern countries, you got brown, you got a lot of white, especially in Turkey and shit like that, Jordan and all that places, and then you got a lot of black too. It's pretty mixed.
Do you?
In Africa, obviously North Africa, pretty much all black. Egypt's just weird because they've had such a.
Egypt is weird.
Egypt's had a diverse history where pretty much everybody in the world conquered Egypt at some point. So they're I don't know what the fuck they are. But anyways, South Africa, you got black, white. Asia is fucking Asia, dog. Like, it's Asian. Like, Chinese, they're all Chinese. Japanese, they're all Japanese. Fucking North Korea, for sure, is just North Koreans. South Korea,
and Dennis Rodman.
The only places where you see more mixed stuff is if there's bases there. Like military bases. Y'all think we should call it?
We are way past the time. I'll tell you that. There's a lot of editing I have to do. I got a lot of editing I gotta do. I gotta edit out a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. All right. So that's the end of the show. Episode 2.
Jesus.
This is 2. We're it's a lot of editing to do. All right, everybody, give the plugs out. Alex, you go first.
All right, you can follow me on Twitter at AlexArvin21, AlexArvin21. That's pretty much all I'm on. I'm on Facebook too, Alex Arvin, and you can follow me on there if you want. I don't post a whole lot. I sometimes post funny stuff. That's about it. So.
All right, and you, Pape?
You can go look at my YouTube channel. Just do YouTube.com/PAPERINFILMS. You could also check out my Twitter and Twitch. Same last name, same name.
And what they gonna see on your YouTube channel, sir?
It just has a bunch of games and stuff.
All right, and don't forget to follow us on Twitter. That is @WeSoHonest. Is that how you say it? @WeSoHonest. I think that's how you say it.
Yep.
And then go ahead and like our Facebook page. It's going to be Brutally Honest. I think it's... Yeah, you should be able to find it. We So Honest, Brutally Honest, same thing. Just try to look for that stuff. And subscribe to YouTube if you're watching it, if you're listening on YouTube. And if you want to contact us, email us, want us to talk about something, or just want to get mad at us and say that we're misogynist or stuff like that. Whatever you want to say, just contact us. That'll be at honestlybrutal@hotmail.com. It's spelled exactly how it sounds. Even though I'm black, I do spell things correctly.
That's surprising.
Sentence format might be different. But
yeah,
the word
the word is spelled correctly. I think that's it. If you want to reach me, you can't. Outside of those things, honestly, Brutal in the Twitter page.
Facebook. Did you plug your Facebook?
No, I'm not gonna do that. I don't want people talking to me on Facebook.
It's a good idea.
Go to the. If you want to talk to me, just be like, email me. Email the Honestly Brutal thing, or do something on Twitter. But make sure you follow us. We need the likes. We need the subscriptions. If you like this, hit the like button. We need everything, man.
Tell somebody. Tell
3 people.
If you got a friend that likes people being brutally honest,
tell one person. Say, hey man, I like what these dudes are saying. They're funny, or I hate these guys. Listen to them. Something you would say. Just do it.
As Donald Trump has shown, any form of publicity works. So.
Any form of publicity, we like it, man. We love it. We want to keep doing this. And as I say, if we reach one person, it's a success. But I would like to reach a lot more than that. So you got to help us out. You got to help us out here. All right, guys. Anything else y'all want to say?
No, I think that's it. See you next time, I guess.
Yeah. Peace out.
Talk.
Oh, hang on. I got to do my little thing. Peace.